channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art. And I am doing some repurposed canvases here. Now the only reason I'm doing these is because I scraped it when it was still wet. It was the next morning, so there was some spots on the edges that were a little harder, and I just scraped them off with my little Bondo scraper thing. But I also wanted to try some texture on the side. So I can't move my canvases right now because they're completely level. But if you notice, when we come down at the end, the sides are textured. And so what I used is modeling paste to do that. I used the golden hard modeling, molding paste, not modeling, molding paste, but you can use any modeling or molding paste. I just happen to have a coupon, so I bought that one. And so I gave just a little bit of texture on the side of them, and then I painted them black because my base is black and I didn't want to have any bare canvas coming through. And I'm going to paint on these. I'm going to do a paint transfer deconstructed bloom, and I actually have a secondary camera over here so you guys can see the bloom process before I transfer it to this. I'm super excited. My black base is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic Black, soft body black, and to it I added, let me get it, the Rust-Oleum glitter. I'm going to show it in the other camera here so you guys can see it, and I'll just show it there. I had the Rust-Oleum glitter. So this is just a silver glitter paint that you get from Home Depot. And then let me see if I can show you my black base with the glitter on it without having to bring the whole big thing here. So I'm going to get a spoon, maybe, if I have any here. Yes, I do. I'm going to get a spoon and spoon some into a little cup for you so you can see my black base up close in my other camera, because it definitely has a little bit of sparkle in it. And so to mix this, so let's see, can you see the sparkle in there? It's super pretty. I used my house paint pouring medium. I used Liquitex pouring medium. I used GAC 800 and a little bit of Floetrol. So that's how I make a base out of Artist Loft or acrylic paint. I haven't found a house paint black that I like yet. They're all too thin, or I just don't like them and they crack. So that's why I just like to make my black bases myself. So I'm gonna work on the farthest one first. It may be a longer video because you guys have told me in some cases that you don't want me to speed up. So I'm gonna keep it in real time this time, but you guys are certainly welcome to fast forward. And the only reason I'm going with this, so there are some textured spots here, but there's texture on the side, so it makes sense. But also because this is house paint essentially, because I put acrylic paint and house paint, it dries thicker than just straight acrylic paint. So it can handle it a little better. So let me show you my colors in my little camera over here. My first color is Aztec Gold by Sargent Liquid Metal. And then I have the beautiful Rustic Earth by ColourArte, their primary elements line. This one is out right now. It's so beautiful. And then I have Papillion from ColourArte. Their gorgeous shift. I love this color so much. And I have Apple Cider. This is their Prizm Pour line. This is such a gorgeous color too. And then I have a convoluted mixture of, this is Copper by this is Amsterdam Copper, Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet, Amsterdam Caput Mortuum, and Pebeo Payne's Gray, because I wanted kind of a coppery color. And I also added some of the ColourArte Interference Red to this too, just to give it a little bit of a shifty quality. But I really love this color. And then I have just straight Amsterdam Copper. And then I have another mix here. This is Prizm Pour Bonfire, mixed with a little bit of Prizm Pour Heartthrob, a really pretty red. And then to this I added the ColourArte Primary Elements in the Crimson Lust, which is another beautiful red color. So those are my colors. Between these two, the last colors, I'm going to put more of this color because I really want that to come through, and I love a color shift so much. And that's my color shift paint there, along with that purple mix a little bit. I'm using my Oxide Black by Amsterdam for my cell activator. This is mixed. Today it's half and half. My cell activator mix with the wood conditioner and Australian Floetrol. And it's just because I made it a little too thick at first, so I thinned it down with just a little bit of Australian Floetrol. That's my cell activator. So what I'm gonna do is give myself, this is a canvas, a wood cradle board canvas. It has the plastic on, but I don't trust the plastic when I start scraping it. So I put my, I think this is like 5-inch masking tape. Let's see, how wide is this masking tape? I really love it. It doesn't matter how wide it is, but this is my masking tape. I use this to cover my coaster bottoms. So it's like 4.5 inches or so. So it's great for coasters. I love that. I got it on Amazon. So I put layers of that down just to protect my cradle board because I really like my board canvas, but I wanted a hard surface, but I didn't want to make these colors go through because it is wood. So technically you can sand it, but these are pigments, a lot of them. And so if it gets on that wood, it's gonna stain. So I'm scraping with this little divider. I cut the divider tab off here because I want to scrape with that part. And then I'm gonna transfer, and I kind of want it wispy. I want some negative space. And let's do this. I'm gonna first come to the boards here, and I'm gonna put a nice little base coat on my big old tub. My paint is thick. Just getting rid of that little cup I used there. So I made this base coat a couple of days ago because it's house paint and I don't like bubbles that I can't torch. So I made this a couple of days ago. Hopefully there's not too many bubbles in it. So with the paint transfer, because I am adding more paint to it, I put my pillow down, but then I move it around. So it doesn't have to be super thick on here. And so little bubbles from the pop, little pop. And so I spread out my pillow here when I do a paint transfer one. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And I don't care if it doesn't, if it distorts. Woo, that was a bit more distorted than I expected. But as you can see, I want it wispy. So I'm okay with it. I may have to do that one over though. That was not graceful. That one I may do over. But it's okay. That's the beauty of this, is that you can. That was not graceful at all. That was hilarious. All right, so maybe I'll use my Bondo scoop to help me do it. Because I'm definitely gonna do this big one over. My light is like going light and dark for some reason. I don't know why. I don't like it. All right, let's do it again. With a better, definitely a better blow dryer for this application. That is horrible. But it gives me more color here. In the end, if I don't like this, I can just create the blooms on here and do my traditional deconstructed bloom. So I may actually do that. And you know why? Because I've done a test piece and it's beautiful, but when I do it like this, I'm losing color because these are all transparent and I don't want to lose the color in this black. So I'm gonna go Arista style and do a deconstructed bloom. But what I'll do is give myself a pile, since I have spread this out so much, so I can have an actual pillow right there. And right here. And then I'll do the last one in a moment. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I want a lot of color. I love a lot of color. Right here. Maybe I'll do a little messiness. Just little tiny ones too. Just over in here and there, so I get a lot of lacing amongst the piles, I guess, is what I want. And I'll do one right here. I do one on that side already. I'll do one right here. How about that? And one down here on this side. I think that'll look cool. There. Now I've got my 5 piles, and I'm really going to blow these out messy so they incorporate and they blend really a lot. A little more rustic earth there. Love this color so much. A little bit here, because I have another canvas. This is, you know what I'm terrible at? I'm never terrible at telling you what size canvases I have sometimes. These are two 36 or 12 by 36 inch canvases. And they're gallery wrap, level 3, all that good stuff. But I'm terrible at telling you guys what the heck I'm working on. I'm sorry about that. I always like watch my videos over and I'm like, oh, they don't even know what size canvases these are. That's an important part of this whole process. And so I don't mind that I'm spraying because like I said, I want this really kind of messy. And so I have a plan. Whether or not it comes out as I wish, we'll see. But I want this messy. I want some negative space. I want a lot of movement in this. Man, this light is really bothering me. It's going light to dark. Can you guys see that? It's blinking. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. Maybe it's cheaper than I thought it was. Like, I like having it, but I don't want the camera or the light quality to be terrible in my films, in my videos. Although, would you call yourself a filmmaker if you got YouTube? I'm making little films, little shorts, if you will. I don't mind that. I want to be a filmmaker. Make me feel super important. I entertain the masses. Ooh, I'm super close to like 4,000 subscribers. And that's awesome to me because I think I only put out a video like once a week. And I know that YouTube land likes you to put out more content and blah, 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 which I would love to do, but you know, life, it gets busy. And so I'm so excited. I'm so close to 4,000 subscribers. I love that. I'd rather take my time, enjoy YouTube, grow it slowly, and wait. Because this is super fun. All right, almost done. And because I typically wouldn't do it this way, and that I'm gonna put my cell activator on all of these, and it's because I'm gonna blow the heck out of these, and I'm gonna blow them quickly, because I just want it messy. I'm just doing that because I don't want those to dry at all. Let me get this paint out of the way. Put my cell activator here. I'm gonna turn this camera off because I'm not using it. So I'm going to put my cell activator on each one of these spots and then blow it out like mad. Again, not typically what I would do because I don't want my cell activator to sink ever, so I never put it on before I'm ready to blow it out. But this time we're playing. It's Friday night. Let's play. Here we go. Soften this edge right here because everything else is pretty soft on the edges and that one's pretty solid. The one right here is pretty solid. Loud, sorry, but there's no paint right here. So by the time I put a flow extender here and pull it off, it will soften it. But I'm gonna soften this one because there's already paint right there. So I'm not gonna put it, and I don't want to stretch that and make it just a solid swath, because that will happen, is what will happen if you stretch that right there. Now, before I put paint right here, and then I have to get paint all over me to blow an area, I'm gonna blow right here. And I purposefully blew down to the canvas so it softens it up a little bit. Also right here, I'm gonna blow with the hairdryer a little bit. Perfect. I like it a lot. Now, what do? Do I tilt first? I think I'm gonna tilt first just because it's starting to it's tilting on its own already. And so I don't want it to go rogue on me and do what it wants to do. I want it what I want it to do. And so remember, whenever I'm letting this paint hit this surface, I am collecting this paint. And so I always use my extra paint. Like this one, this is a big old bucket of drippings that I will use in the next couple of weeks. It is closed, it is airtight. I'm not wasting paint at all. I collect it, I do. As much as I can, I collect every little drip that I can. So I'm gonna move this up to the right corner simply because it is all the way to the left and I want it to shift. I'm gonna grab the center bar only with my clean hands because I don't want paint on the underside of this canvas. So let me clean off my glove here. If you have to grab the center bar and you feel like your gloves are gonna be dirty, you can certainly tape the wood parts of underneath your canvas. And in fact, my hands are not going to get clean enough, so I'm not gonna grab the center bar. Did I? No, they are. They dried them off. My arm is about to get a bunch of black paint on it, but that's okay. I'm gonna swoop over to this part here and get to that corner. Do not get rid of all the lacing because I do want it to stay. As long as I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see it, but I want to get to the paint to the middle first. There we go. Oh yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go up to the left because all my paint is over here. So I'm gonna bring it over there. I'm gonna blow right here a little bit because there's a little, let me touch that too. Oh, I have so much paint on my arm. It's running all over. Let me get that off. I think I'm gonna shower after this. Woo, gross. All right. Grabbing just the furniture levels. The cabinet levelers, I should say underneath. So I wanna stretch this out, but slowly walk it down so I don't distort all the lacing. But I'm gonna hook this one on the left, on the upper left right here, where I'm going right there, pretty well, because I want to stretch out some of this. So I'm gonna go sharp here, because you watch where your paint is flowing. It was flowing to the side, so now I want it to go further to the down, to the top over there. And as soon as it's about to hit that, then you shift again. And then it throws it off where you want it to be. And you can stop it and really quickly bring it back so you don't lose all your lacing. And as soon as it's about right here, I'm gonna go over to the side a bit, but also I wanna bring it down so a little further. There's a piece right here that I don't like. So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna blow that right there before I stretch it too much. Maybe, oh, I have a whole big freaking ladder because your camera's so high. So I'm gonna stand on a paint can. Yeah, I'm gonna go, Karen, and put my finger in it. Soften it, but like that. There. I just didn't want it to be a big old chunk of gold. Same here. Soften it just a little bit. Clean off my glove first. Ugh. Do I have a clean glove? Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you reuse gloves. That was just too circular for me. It looked like a dot. There. Now when I move that, it will look good to me, at least. So I'm going to go back down up to the right now. Going over to the right first and then angling it down. And I'm pretty tall, so it's easy for me to see. And I know that's not true of everybody. But I am still on my toes because I want to be able to see what's going on down there. So now that it's almost to the side, I'm going to go straight down. And as soon as it's right there, turn it back. Let it go off the corner. There we go. And now I'm gonna grab both furniture levelers and straighten it all up. Oop, I don't like that. It has a little corner that didn't go down. It didn't hook all the way. So I'm gonna go all the way back down to where that hooks off the edge there. There. Ooh, hook, hook. It's fighting me. Go off. Keep trying to come back to life. I'm gonna put just a little gold there. There. Why are you fighting? You say go, I mean go. I'm gonna hook it all over because it's just gonna keep on fighting me there. There we go. And I'm gonna come back to the center. Sorry you can't see, but I'm going down and then over because I don't want to leave all the stretching in there, but I do like some of it. Now, what I'm gonna do is come back up to this corner because it looks bare where all the other colors have a lot of, corners have a lot of, oh, I almost took off my leveler. And I have plenty of paint to move. Sorry, I know you can't see. Almost there, sorry. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm gonna turn it. Get that to hook and put some color on the corner. Now this other canvas, I know it's getting dripped on, but I'll clean it off or I'll flatten the paint before I pour on that canvas. There we go. Now, I'm gonna use my height and I'm gonna bring this back. As soon as they get a little bit straight, I'm gonna go off straight to the side away from me because that little gold nugget there, I don't want it. Neither that black one over there either. So I'm gonna pour it off just a little bit right there. I'm making it even so they pour off evenly. There's one. Which one is gonna win? The gold dot or the black dot? Both of them are losing, meaning they're getting off my canvas. But I like it because it's just as wispy as I wanted it to be. There, get that little black dot off. Perfect. And bring it back. Oh, you punk. Came back on. Get off. There we go. Oh, it's really super pretty. I love these colors. They're so super like light and airy. I really like them. I'm gonna straighten out my lines a bit. There we go. All right. So, clean off my edges. Bring it back just a bit, up. And then over. And you see it's moving super slowly now. That means I've gotten a lot of paint off and it's good. So I'm just gonna straighten that middle line up a little bit, and all this paint, again, I'm gonna keep it. I'm not going to waste it, I promise. No extreme. There. Oh, I really like this. Now, I'm gonna get my spoon here and do a couple of corners while I can, so I don't mess up this color on the table with other drips. This corner looks good. I'm gonna come around. Oh, my gloves, oh my gosh, they're so painted. I'm gonna go right here. Let that drip off. I know it doesn't match there, but I put weight there so it will drip off. I'm gonna get some gold and go to this other corner that I can see not at all. And I'm not gonna scrape the underside right now because I want it to move about its business. So I'm gonna move you just a little bit because, sorry about that. If you're dizzy. All right, that was a lot, oh my gosh. All right, flatten out all this paint. Now, here's the rub. I have to do this one without dripping on that one. Let's see if I can do that. I'm gonna do the same thing I did to start with, meaning that I'm gonna make this pillow and then move it around because that's what I did on the other one. And I want it to be the same, basically. There we go. So let me move this pillow a bit. Okay, come back down here, even it out and get towards the corners here. Oh, it moves so wonderfully. I love making my own pillow paints because you can just make any color you want and it moves so well. Center it up. I see a chunk. I feel like chunk. Like that's a chunk. Get out of there, chunk. Nobody wants you there. All right, you gone? Make sure, no chunks. Okay, whoa, my poor fingers. I don't think I'll use these gloves again. They're done. Oh, the colors here are so pretty. I kind of still want this to tilt this a bit there. No, I'm gonna stop. It's beautiful, I love it. So I did one here on that side, so I'm gonna go there on this other side. I forgot my little mini pillows, almost. Ooh, I'm glad I covered this canvas over here, for real, yo. So I'm gonna do a mini one here, a bigger one here. I think I had a mini one there, so I'm gonna go here, a bigger one here, and then mini one here, a bigger one here-ish. Go a little further, and then like a mini one down here, I think is what I have. There, it works for me. All right, here we go. Bigger, littler, bigger. There we go. And a little one here. I feel like I want that one to be bigger. There we go. Rustic earth. I feel bad. Like, this video is really long. You guys sure you don't mind it? Oh my gosh. It feels so long. Like I'm talking forever. I'm doing too much. I'm extra today. Oh, that's a lot. Nice little splooge there. That's okay. Because I'm going chaotic, baby. There we go. I'm going to take care with this one because I don't want to get a darker color within it with my dirty hands. Also, not to splooge on the other one that I just did on the side, but it's just a tiny one and it's still dripping, so it's okay. It'll repair itself. Bless you. My kid just sneezed. So much to look. A few more colors to go, and then we get to play with the hair dryer. I love things that are just haphazard. I think this is fun rather than being super organized because you get to make your painting what you want it to be. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be precise or in order and blah, 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 blah. Make your painting what you want it to be. Crash into people, each other, throw paint all over the place. You're gonna blow it around with a blow dryer anyway. Have fun. We have all been working all week probably, and I'm ready to throw some paint around. That's all I want to do tonight. I haven't done it all week, so I'm throwing. I'm having a party for one in my art room. Knowing me, I'm super tired. I'll probably go to bed after this. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm trying to force myself to stay up or something. All right, last color here, and then I'm going to throw my cell activator on all of them again. Oh, I love the movement. I really wanted a lot of movement, and there's so much movement here. Now, this one little plunk right here has a lot of bubbles in it, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's at the bottom, and it's going to likely blow off anyway. However, I'm going to worry about these big ones in the middle that won't blow off or roll off because I don't want them. And also, my gloves are terrible, so I'm going to switch them. I cannot keep using these with my poor blow dryer. Won't work. They're too dirty. So I'm going to throw in another pair really quickly. Maybe. I've had them on already, so, you know, your hands get a little difficult to work with. Ugh. There we go. All right, before I start blowing these out, I'm going to move the paints in the cups because I'm going to tilt this and I don't want paint on here. I'm also going to move this board so I can take the paints off completely. I'm going to put this right next to you here because I also need to be able to turn this around without having it drip on that other one. So I'm going to remove all of this on this board and put it on my mat down here where it belongs for now. Clean my gloves. And then, can I move this? I think I can. I know you're going to still be in frame. So I'm going to move that just a bit. And we're going to play with these tiles again. Cell activator all over. I think I have one extra one here, but it's okay. It's all chaotic anyway. Let's blow this popsicle stick around. Now let me move my candle because it's too close. All right, here we go. It's just so beautiful. Touch, 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 get rid of that because it's too hard. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, these colors are phenomenal. Where's my little cup? A little cup of paint. I need a flow extender on a couple spots. Make sure, if you didn't see it, I just went like this as I'm going around to wipe off the bottom of this cup. Do not drip into your stuff. You will not be happy with that. A little bit there, a little bit here, and a little bit here. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get rid of everything because I know I'm gonna need space in order to turn this one. I'm gonna get my other camera down now that I'm not using it anyway. Move all this back. There we go. It's so pretty. All right. I want to go up into that right corner, but I don't want to lose that whole bloom. So I'm just going to go slowly up into that right corner. Find out where the weight of my paint is. And it wants to go to the left first, probably. So I'm going to do that. Because the right's not moving as well as I want it to yet. It still needs to come together. So in this process, I'm dragging it a bit, making it change the way I want it to change. Get that there, bring that back. And then I can go up into the right because now the paint is looser, essentially, and it'll move a little better. There we go. I'm gonna go sharp on that corner because I don't want to lose all the lacing. So you have to be efficient and get that lacing to hook and bring it back. Now, I'm gonna go sideways a little bit because this line right here is too sharp for me. So I'm gonna blow it out a little bit. So now I can go sideways. Is there any other line I want to move? This will come off here. I'm not going to worry about that. This will come off and it'll stretch and it'll be good. I still want to move this a little bit. You know, yeah. Because I just want it to be soft. Now, am I dripping? No, all this lacing, I'm going to try to save most of it because it's so pretty. And so I'm going to just kind of tilt a little bit here and bring it back. And then walk myself down up into that left corner now. Oh my gosh, this one's so pretty as compared to the other one. Guys, don't make me have to do the other one again. This is gorgeous. I love this one. I'm gonna go down to my right here because that's where the paint wants to go. There we go. Now I'm gonna go and hook it on the right without losing all that lacing. It's just a matter of that angle. So I want the lacing to hook over the corner, but not lose it all, so I can pull some and release it and save some. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is beautiful. Now, again, pause, take a moment. This is too hard right there. I love those little dots, but I'm just gonna blow this a little bit. There we go. Now I want to go to this corner here. You guys, I may have to do that other one again. This is gorgeous. This one I blew out a lot better. And I think I like it that it had that extra bloom on there. I don't want to lose all the lacing. So it's a matter of taking your time and seeing where the angles are. So I'm going to lose some of the lacing on the bottom, rats, but I want to save more. So take your time, see what's going on, shift if you need to, control your canvas and your paint. There we go. That's a better way for me. Now I can go off this corner and I still maintain some of the lacing on that other corner opposite of this one. There we go. It's over. Now there's a lot of negative space on the other side, so I'm going to start walking it over because I haven't really, it's fallen over that side simply because there's paint, but I haven't controlled that side yet. So I'm going to go and work on that side now of the canvas. I've got a lot of side over here that's good. So I'm going to straighten up my paints here and then I'm going to walk them down. Oh man, you guys, I'm going to have to do the other one again. It's so pretty. So pretty over here. And I do want it to come back up to the top a little bit. There's a lot of heavy color on this side and it's really wispy on this side. So I'm just walking it slowly. Oh, I hate to get rid of the other one, but this one has made me a convert. I really like this one. And again, I'm not gonna waste the paint, I promise. I will use it. All this will be, this is an impervious surface, this blue surgical drape. So I can collect still. Perfect. Now I'm gonna just move this and balance the paint out because this one's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna come here and then go down because I still want some diagonal movement. I don't want it to be straight across necessarily. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I may hook it a little bit on the other side. No, I really like it. I'm gonna hook it on this side, I think, without losing too much. Now, okay, decisions. I wanna open this up right here, which means I'm gonna shut this down a little bit and then have to pull some off, but I don't wanna leave the center empty. I really do wanna open that up. So what do? I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the weight of my paint over there away from me and then move this up so I do still have color over here because there's paint here that it'll stretch, but that way I can pull this down without losing too much and having negative space over there. So I'm gonna go to the other side, make my weight where I want it to be, and then I'm gonna go straight here. Are you gonna move? It's gotta cooperate and move with me. Because I do want this to come off here. There, it's moving a bit. It's slow moving, which is good. Again, it shows me I'm not leaving too much paint on. And because I'm walking it, I'm stretching some of my cells and moving them a bit, but a lot of them I'm keeping the integrity and the shape of them, which is what I really want to do too. So I'm gonna just come to the side here and go down to this corner and then open this stuff up here. As soon as it hooks a little bit, I'm gonna go extreme back down. There we go. And open it back up. So you see I straightened everything up and now I want to tilt it a little bit. So I'm keeping the weight of the paint on one side because that will move the one side and give me my angles that I want. And then when I get to an angle I want, I put it back in the middle. The weight of the paint back in the middle. So then I like this angle. I'm gonna go down to the right up there, move another part of the canvas of the paint. There we go. And I like this composition. Center my paint down. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. Oh, I love this one. I'm definitely gonna do the other one again. I know it seems like a waste. I know, I'm so sorry. And I can fast forward through it if you don't wanna watch it. But I just want these two to go well together. And I love this one. I like the other one. I want to love it. I need to love it. Let me get some more true gold for this corner here, since there's so much gold there. Oh, I love this so much. And this one is a little bit darker. It's got some pink in there, so I'm gonna throw some pink, but mixed with black. This corner is more black, so I'm gonna get some goldy black in there, because it's got the gold there. You just want your colors to look appropriate. There's some purple in there from that Papillion. Oh, okay, so I am gonna clean this one up. I don't want it to move too much. And I'm gonna move it to the side and I'm gonna work on this other one again. Sorry, guys. I really like this one, but I really love that one. So what I'm gonna do, get myself another pillow, and then pull my paints. Do I have enough? I do. Luckily, I have enough pillow paint too. And I'm gonna scrape, but you don't wanna scrape so hard that you're scraping down to the bucket, especially if you've mixed your paints already. The chunks will have settled. And so if you scrape down to the bucket, you may get chunks in your paint. You don't want that, or in your piece. So I just scrape along the surface. I'm gonna clean my gloves because I cannot condone using 3 pairs of gloves on one painting at all. I'm gonna throw some paint down. I'm not going to pick it up. I'll just back up here. I'm just gonna throw it. Spread this a bit. So this one will be a little different simply because I don't have the room. I don't have the pillow paint still. So we'll see how it works out. So here we go. Definitely blow there. That's gonna come off. It's gonna be okay. I love it so much. Do I have any more of my flow extender? I'm stepping on things. So I'm gonna use my flow extender at the border of where the original painting was, just so I can have something come off there. Even though I don't necessarily need a flow extender because there's still paint on here, but I also don't want to have just a bunch of the old painting right there still. So there we go. Let's tilt. Right here, I'm gonna blow off a little bit or blow it up. Don't touch me. All right. I'm gonna turn it and blow that part off because as soon as I start stretching that, that's going to extend. And I don't want that like that. So I'm gonna go sideways with this one too, a little bit. I'm gonna go further away. Let's move that. So, oh, the lacing is so pretty. There we go. Finger in it. All right, so I'm gonna just keep it here and tilt this way for now. All right, let's see where we are here paint wise. Where are we moving? Oh yeah, oh, it's so pretty, guys. You will see the up close is gorgeous. Now that original painting has, it hasn't dried certainly, but there's not a lot of paint there. So that's why it is not, it's rolling over slightly on there, but that's okay. Come back, cause that, ooh, that lacing is so pretty over there. I'm gonna go down to my corner over there slowly as to preserve my composition. Okay, you go over the edge. There we go, bring it back. Now I'm gonna give a little bit, move it around. Oh, so much paint on me. Okay, get me out of stuff. Now I gotta get all this off. So slowly making sure I like what I see. So there's a big black spot right in the middle. So I'm gonna blow that now. So it stretches to what I want it to be. Not what it is. Same in the middle there. A little bit. put my finger in it. Right there. There we go. Clean it up. Put it in there again. That will, there. Now it's a little frilly. I'm gonna clean this up here. Oh, I saw something I wanted to blow. No, I'm gonna go with it. So let's get it down to the other end here. See where the weight is. Oh, I just dripped on my toe. Gross. Now, obviously, there is a lot more paint to the left side up there from my left. So I'm gonna let it go over there first, simply because I don't want to stretch it too much on the right. I'd rather get a composition down on the left and then move it to the right for me. That's what I prefer. Let it go straight down, let that old stuff come off, and then go straight sideways and let the new stuff catch without losing all of the lacing. Caught, pull it back, and I have one more corner to make. Oh, it's so pretty, you guys. Now I have one spot here I don't like. My gloves are so dirty and they're big. I'm gonna take, I cannot possibly put my glove in there. So I'm gonna take the end of the paintbrush, where is it? Right here, and just do that. There. Okay. Now let's get it off my, I don't like that corner. I'm gonna hook it a little bit more. Go all the way. Move. There. There. Ay, ay, ay. Golly. There. Now I like you. Now I'm gonna move it back. Come down a bit. Sorry, I know you can't see. And sweep it over to the other corner. Oh, it's dripping all over my toes. That's so nasty. Now this is gonna squeeze down a bit, but I will open it back up. Just really want that corner to be covered with color. Almost there. And then I'll worry about what my composition's doing. There. I preserve lacing. I preserve, oh, these lacing areas are so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, you just wait. Trust me, your pretty little heads are gonna love it. It's so beautiful. Come down and then center up my paint. I have color everywhere that I want it. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. So much more. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I poured that over that. I don't know where my spoon is. It literally is in this paint. There you are. It's in there somewhere. I love it so much. I'm gonna cover my corners and then I'm gonna stop this very long video and bring you up close. There we go. And the corners were covered before, but I want to just make sure they make sense for the new painting. There's a naked corner here, so I'm just going to give it a little bit of help. And get it to a point where I want to pour the paint on there. Don't pour blindly. Make sure you're putting what you want on your canvas if you're helping. There. Anything else? Right here. I want some bright color here on this corner. There. All right. There we go. Yeah, I'll leave it. I'm gonna get to these corners over here and then I'll stop the video. And I gotta definitely bring my gloves off of me before I touch my phone. This is not okay. So let me get all this off. Now, when I use this paint again, I definitely will strain it because it is house paint. It thickens up. I put other new paint on top of it. So definitely strain your paint if you're gonna use it again. There we go. All right, Let me get off my gloves. Oh my gosh, look at my gloves. They're so terrible. Then I'm gonna stop the camera, clean up my edges, and show you the final product. Oh goodness, so much paint. All right, so I'm done. Oh, I scraped my board here, my table. There's no more puddles. And I've got all this beautiful paint that I will use for another base coat. Look how gorgeous the shift is in there. It's so pretty. I'll let it debubble for several days, but I'll use that. Look how pretty. Let me go back because it does like to change the color if you get too close to black and gold. See, watch, it'll change the whole color. If you go too close, it does that weird thing where it's not that gold anymore, but really it's super gold. I absolutely love these pieces a lot. They're so beautiful. I love this little area right here with that shifty lacing in there with the gold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so super pretty. Love it. I can't get too close, but this is the one that inspired me to redo the other one. Let me go back again so you can see the true colors. So you see that red coppery colors in there. Oh, I love them. Stop it. You keep adjusting the color on me. So, oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I love the shiftiness in this. It's just lovely, guys. I love it so much. And here's the new one that I did. Oh, look at the lacing. I'm so glad I did this one over. It's so pretty now. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine these under resin? Stop, it's gonna be gorgeous. I absolutely, let me see if I can get the true color again. I don't know. Stop moving. Sorry guys, the color is not coming through so true right now, but it's really super gold and I really love it. It's not yellowy gold like that. It's really more coppery gold. But oh, look at all the lacing. It's so pretty. Let me see. I don't want to drop my phone in it. Luckily, my hands are big. But oh my gosh, I love this so much. Look at that. I love ColourArte pigments. And you will too if you use my code ARISSARU221 to get 20% off of everything on their site. Love it. Love this lacing. Look at the lacing. Let's go and shift it. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, guys, happy Friday night. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you have a marvelous weekend. I don't think I can get these in there at all, but I love doing this for you. I love painting. Focus. It's such a wonderful way to end my week. Love it so much. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.